couple minutes.
What can you take me through what happened post game, and then obviously now, in hindsight, seems like you regret what kind of played out.
Yeah, definitely regret it. I've had a lot go on in my journey in this career, and definitely not one of my bright spots. So, it was more of a back and forth, normal back and forth that you have throughout the game, and I took the frustration a little bit too far. I let my emotions kind of lead me, and didn't really think of the ramifications that came with my actions. So I got to do better about that.
Were you, after you didn't practice last week, I mean, how did you feel pregame? Were you happy that you were playing, or did you feel like that it should have waited after you not practiced?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a process, obviously, since I've been back. A day-to-day deal. Obviously, it was a game-time decision. I felt good enough to go out there and play. There were parts throughout the game where I think my knee was a little bit more aggravated than normal. And, at that point, it was probably safer to have me catch some rest throughout the game. So that's pretty much what happened.
Randy, moving forward, do you want to play these final two games? Like, with where your knee's at, you think you will?
Yeah, I mean, the plan is to always play. I think the coaches understand. I understand that. George understands that. And, there's a fine line between being able to play, playing healthy, being cautious, and, planning for the future and things like that. So we're trying to play it smart. Like I said before, it's a day-to-day thing. One day I may feel good, the next day I may feel bad. And so that's kind of how we have to approach it every day.
Justin just spoke of the respect he had for Coach Hackett. Can you just give us your reaction to finding out the news?
Yeah, I'm real biased towards Coach Hackett. Obviously, we came here at the same time. I think the world of the guy, very smart guy, very funny guy. He made the environment here, at least for me, in the locker room, within the staff, very comfortable. And that's one of the big things for me is comfortability. Very anxious guy. So being able to walk into a locker room, a meeting, a team, and have kind of the right setting was big for me. And I think we had that with Hackett. So, at the end of the day, I understand it's a business. And, when things aren't working out, I think collectively we all had our part in it. But, you guys know as well as I do in this league, a lot of times, the fall guy's the guy controlling the ship, and that happened to be Hackett. So I understand that part of it. Not happy, like I said, not just with Hackett, but just, the season in totality. It's just not the kind of way we want to go out.
Time for one or two more.
And in your statement, I think you said you want to be part of the solution here moving forward. What does that look like to you?
Just showing up and being present the way I have the last, 5-6 months. My day-to-day is not going to change. I'm going to show up here and work, be the leader I know I can, and go about it that way. Like I said, I've been fortunate or unfortunate enough to spend a lot of my career trying to rebuild my brand, my image, and trust within organizations and the league and the public eye. So I'm not new to being in this position, whether that be individually or collectively as a team. So, like I said, I'm going to take it the same way I have all this year, one step in front of the other, keep my head down, lead the way I know I can, show up the way I know I can for the guys, for the coaches, and, take it from there. I still think there's a lot to build on. Heading into these next 2 weeks, heading into the off season, and that's the plan. Just to get better. One game, 1 week, one day at a time, and it's a long-term deal. This is a lot that needs to be built, and it's not going to be built in one day. And like I said, I'm part of the solution, and I plan to be here for a long time. And with that said, I have to do everything the right way, and it starts with showing up and helping out the way I can.
Last question, Troy.
Your impression of Coach Rosberg, he said he did talk to you, regardless, but your impression in general of Coach Rosberg taking over?
Yeah, I mean, I actually spoke to him. He was I think I was one of the first guys he spoke to when he first got here. And, he commands a lot, and I think that's what we need at this point in the season is accountability, attention to details, the finer things. I think that's, when you look at it on the schedule and we've lost, I think, 8 or 9 games by one possession, I think at the end of the day that comes down to the little things, the details. And so I think with Jerry, that's going to be big with him, hammering down those types of things. And I think it'll be good for us. I think guys will respond the right way, and I hope they will, and finish out these next 2 weeks on a good note.
Randy, thank you.
Thank you, guys.